Hello. Welcome, everyone, to a very exciting episode of Fandom Fights. It's the Summer Series Singles Fandom Fights Tournament. We have number 13, Robert Castner, going up against number 20, Jack Pinchuk, returning from a bit of a hiatus. Robert debuting this year at 1-0. Should be a very exciting match. Joining me on the desk is Tim Brzakala.
I like the way that you do the intro because Koho screams like a goose. I feel like I'm in the middle there, and then you have like a nice radio voice, and I enjoy it. It's very good. No, I'm excited about this because Robert showed a lot of promise in his first match, in his debut. I'm trying to remember who he played. He played Regev, that's right. And Jack, like you said, we haven't seen him in a long time, but now he has internet that works. And so we are welcoming him back with open arms. So yeah. I'm very excited because I liked Jack when he was playing last season before his internet went poo-poo. So I'm glad to see him back. And Robert is a delight. I think this is going to be an all-around good match.
Indeed. Should be very exciting, coming at you directly from my parents' basement. So let's see how this goes in promos.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. He's got internet. He's alive. He's back. He lives. And I couldn't be more excited because Jack was one of the best people on our faction last year. He was one of our most promising rookies, one of the best rookies in Fandom last year. And now we get to put him back in a tournament setting. I'm super excited. It should have been last year's internet issues kind of prompted the hiatus. Now we get to come into a 32-person tournament. I'm excited about this. You're playing Robert, and I'm going to just be very honest. Got probably the easiest debut match you've ever seen. He beat a guy who sniffs a Simba plush toy. We beat a Maru Moses. We're not the same. So at the end of the day, I'm excited that you're back, and I like our odds in this match. What do you think?
Oh, man. I am sorry, you cut out for a second there, but
All right.
Still cutting out. Okay, you're good. You're good. No, I'm very excited to be back, and oh boy, thank the Lord I have at least half decent internet now. Cause man, last season. Oh man, that was a little rough for me. But no, I'm glad to be back. Glad to be in the tournament, and I can't wait to take it to Robert here. So let's go.
Tournament time in Phantoms where the Kingsmen thrive. Manners maketh man. Let's play.
Boy, Anthony, I have to say, for improved internet, not really that improved.
I mean, he's there. It's not a black screen.
I guess.
I don't have too much to say here because in a shocking turn of events, the Kingsmen are on the other side.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's just how it is. I don't have too much to say about Jack. I don't know too much about Jack. I don't know Jack about Jack.
No.
He may have played Amaru before, but apparently he's been gone for a year. Rue's only gotten better throughout that year. I didn't even really know Rue a year ago. So I know you study. You know your stuff. How are you feeling today?
They say that you should never look ahead, obviously, and I'm not. But what I'm saying is that I have seen many opportunities where you can be a little rusty coming back. So I am not rusty because I just recently played. Maybe I did have an easy debut match, as some people might exclaim, but you can only answer the questions that are in front of you, and I'm pretty good at doing that. So,
and in the end, it doesn't matter if you play someone good, bad. A W is a W.
That's very, very true, sir.
And you got it. So let's get this going. Let's have a good match.
Let's grab some W's.
Tim, a couple things.
Yeah.
First of all, yes, that internet was better. Go back and watch one of Jack's old matches. It was top notch. Trust me.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, while Robert may have played Regev, you have to remember, has made it into the tournament as well. He's one of the rookies who made it in. So maybe that was a really, really good win on Robert's part. I'm really excited to see what happens here, Tim. How did you feel about the promos?
Yeah, we should have knocked on wood when we were talking about Jack's internet. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm just excited because, like I said at the beginning, I think that both these guys have a lot of knowledge. It's just going to kind of come down to which one can answer more right questions today, which is always how it goes. So let's get into the match.
Indeed. Let's see who can answer more right questions. Round number one. is going to work like this. Each competitor will be asked 10 questions in the realm of fandom fights. You'll have 15 seconds to write down your answer. Please, pens down at the end of 15 seconds. Turn around, verbalize your answer that you have written on your board. You will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge throughout the entirety of the match. Should anyone get all 10 questions correct, in round number 1, you will be issued a bonus question. Any questions we get into round number 1?
No, but I am knocking on wood right now, so got that covered.
Perfect.
Too little, too late. Tim, take it away.
All right, first question is in the category of DC. Julian McMahon plays the Vice President of the United States in what DC movie? DC is a category that I hate.
Oh, all of it?
Not all of it, but honestly, like 2/3 of it.
That's a fair fraction.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll go to Robert first.
Not the Warren Beatty movie Reds, but just singular red.
And Jack.
I didn't know. I said Watchmen. I had no idea.
All right. Red is correct, so Robert will take the 1-point lead. Gentlemen, let's get into your second question, which comes in the worlds of DC. And the question is, in Wonder Woman 1984, what does Maxwell Lord wish for when holding the Dreamstone? New movie. How's it feel, Tim? New movies.
I once said that I would use as many questions as I could from new movies when they came into fandom, and then I was attacked verbally on the Facebook page.
Oh.
But it's okay. I'm over it. I'm just kidding. All the love to you, Brian Michaels.
4, 3, 2.
It happened.
1. Pens down. Sure. Jack.
To become the Dreamstone itself.
And Robert.
I said to become the Dreamstone.
Both correct.
All right, guys. Your next question is in Middle Earth. In the Two Towers, to what is Gollum referring to when he says to Frodo and Sam, "It burns us"?
If you had like an evil double personality, what would you name your alternate personality?
Boatman.
Oh. Well, that one's
Oldman.
taken.
Oh, sorry. That's my bad.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Robert.
Wasn't sure. I said ropes.
And Jack.
I said the Elven Rope.
Both correct?
Yeah, I think we could take both those answers.
All right. Your fourth question comes in the category of Planet of the Apes. In Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Will discovers that Bright Eyes lashed out in anger because of what?
When was the last time you lashed out in anger, not having to do with your internet?
2011.
That's fair. And do you know what it was about?
I was ordering a McChicken. I said no pickles. Guess what was on the McChicken? 5,
They don't put
4,
pickles on
3,
McChicken.
2, 1. Pens down. That's why I was even more angry. I was like, it's not supposed to have pickles.
Repeat.
Oh, I think
Very.
I don't think we can give that to you, Jack. I don't think we can give that to you, Jack.
Oh, that was very late.
I think it might have been because of your lag, but I don't think we can give that to you. So, Jack, we'll go to you first.
I might be a few seconds behind.
Okay.
I was in the middle of writing. She was protecting baby Caesar, but I only got to baby.
And Robert.
I said trying to protect her child.
Honestly, I would accept Jack's answer without the word Caesar.
Same.
That's all. I didn't have Caesar in the answer, so yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, those are both correct, and we will take a timeout.
All right, next question is in the category of DreamWorks animation. In Shrek, what type of animal does Fiona accidentally kill while singing in the woods?
I hate to ask. We could do general answer. Okay.
General answer.
Universal sign for a general answer.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know signs.
That's all right.
I'm
I don't
very
even think you did
literal. I'm a very literal person.
3.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Robert first.
I'm not an ornithologist. I just said bird.
Okay, Jack.
I said a bird.
Bird is correct. All right. Your next question comes in the category of Pixar. And the question is, in Toy Story 2, who operates the steering wheel while the toys steal the Pizza Planet truck?
What's your favorite pizza place? Be honest. Anyone watching this that you know that is there?
The sad part is it probably is Domino's. They got good shit. 5. I know what's in it now, but
makes me
3,
shit. What a
2, 1. Pens down. Jack.
I can't remember. I think it's ham.
And Robert.
Said Mr. Potato Head.
Both incorrect. The answer was Buzz Lightyear
Oh yeah, you're right.
of Star Command.
It's true. All right, guys. Your next question is in Wizarding World. What is the first Wizarding World film to feature a dragon?
What sound does a dragon make, Tim?
It kind of sounds like Aquafina.
What?
That got Koho. That got Koho. Coming soon to Fandom, Raya and the Last Dragon.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Shush. 5.
Isu the dragon, living in the world of Kumandra.
1. Hands down. Robert.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
And Jack.
I said Goblet of Fire. It's Sorcerer's Stone.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is correct. So Robert widens the lead by 1 as we get to the next question, which is in the category of YA dystopia. And the question is, in the Hunger Games, after finding Peeta, Katniss leaves him to go to the cornucopia to retrieve what for him?
Cornucopia is a cool word.
I was also thinking about possible banter surrounding the word cornucopia. Good one.
It's one of those words you can use to mean a lot, like copious.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Jack first.
The ointment to heal the wound in his leg.
And Robert.
I just said medicine.
All we have is medicine, but we will take both.
Yes, we can take both for sure.
Sweet.
All right, guys. The next question is the penultimate question. It's in horror icons. Which Friday the 13th film features characters at a halfway house being killed by a man in a hockey mask?
Who was in the hockey mask?
That would... I don't think I can say.
Would it?
A little bit, Nick. 5.
No, fine.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Robert.
The point is it isn't who you thought it would be. Friday the 13th, The New Beginning.
And Jack.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
I'm going to say those are both incorrect. Unfortunately, it's Friday the 13th, A New Beginning.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I accept it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we will move on to the final question. Just making sure I can see Anthony backstage. Okay. The final question comes in the category of Fandom Oscars. What was the last non-Daniel Craig Bond film to be nominated for Best Original Song?
So Robert may have been incorrect with his answer, but he was correct that it's not Jason in that movie, which is why I was saying that.
I know. I was trying to keep you on your toes and not get you to say something that would spoil the question.
Well, I thought you were doing that.
4, 3,
Oh,
2,
man.
1. Hands down. Those movies are scary. Jack.
Oh boy. Jack. Can't hear him.
Okay, let's get Robert for.
Oh,
I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
Robert, what do you got?
I just said License to Kill.
I had the wrong answer. It's okay.
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 License to Kill, also incorrect. The correct answer was For Your Eyes Only.
Yes.
So, thus ends round
I would
number
have been wrong
1.
anyway with the one I was trying to go for.
Well, perfect. But thus ends round 1. Robert in the lead with 7 to Jack's 5. But anything can happen as we get into round number 2. Here's how round number 2 is going to work. It's the wheel round. We'll bring up the wheel with 8 different categories, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. The player in the lead will elect to go first or second. They will spin the wheel should they land on a category and decide they can decide to take it or spin again, but they must take what it lands on the second time. Each question will be worth 2 points unless you would like to check down to multiple choice, at which case it will only be worth 1. Everyone be aware, be careful. Stealing is available in the round. It's not as scary as like some of the scary movies in Fandom, but it's still a scary thought. Robert, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or second? The categories on the wheel are going to be dictated to you by Tim.
Yeah, they are Marvel, Pixar, horror icons, Star Trek, Middle Earth, Disney live action, MCU, and DC.
Okay, so not a bad first round. Obviously left a couple points there, but that's all right. What do you think for this?
I mean, it's a pretty good wheel. It's kind of up to you. I know there's a couple things on there you might not want as well. We can always let it go. Hope the internet survives that round, then we can go and go from there. Just to see what he takes off, see if you can get some steals out of it.
Yeah, we can defer.
All right, we'll defer.
That's good. All right.
All
Defer.
right. So this will be the spin for Jack.
Okay.
Lands on horror icons.
We'll spin again.
Yes.
We're gonna spin.
I got him. No worry.
It lands on DC.
Cool. Use multiple choice if you need it. Use your repeats. You got this.
All right. Tim, would you like to take Jack's questions in the category of DC?
Yes. And we should be a little bit lenient. Let's cut there and let him leave and come back one more time just to be safe. Jack, are you ready for your questions in DC?
Yes.
All right, your first question. Who plays Sinestro in Green Lantern?
I know this, but I can't remember. Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Mark Strong, B, Clancy Brown, C, Michael Clark Duncan, D, Jeffrey Rush.
I'm gonna go with A.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your next question. What city does Batman extract Lau from in order to bring him back to Gotham in The Dark Knight?
Hong Kong.
That is correct for 2 points. And Jack, if we could just have your hands on screen, please.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. You're good. Just give them up.
I'll just this.
Your next question. In Catwoman, how does Patience die before becoming Catwoman?
She is pushed out of a very high building.
That is incorrect. Robert, chance for a 2-point steal.
I'm just gonna say she drowns.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Jack, your fourth question. What DC character previously had the name Alec Holland?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Steel, B. Constantine, C. Swamp Thing, D. Night Owl 2.
Go with C. Swamp Thing.
That is correct for 1 point.
In the tie game.
And your final question, Jack, in DC. What is the name of the location where Superman speaks with his father and serves as a form of Krypton on Earth in the Superman series?
The Fortress of Solitude?
That is correct for 2 points.
All right. So, thus ends Jack's round 2. Gets his score up to 11, taking the lead from Robert. But Robert with a big steal in there gets his score up to 9, and will now have his turn at the wheel.
Nice steal.
All right, Rob, this is your spin. Lands on Disney live action.
I think we should spin this again.
Yeah, you've done studying on it, but spin it again.
Yeah. Let's spin this again, please.
All right. And it lands on horror icons.
Okay. A new beginning notwithstanding should be all right.
Yeah. Just remember,
I'm very upset that I gave Tim the first round because now I have to ask the spooky ones. But, Robert, are you prepared for your questions in the category of horror icons?
As much as I can be, sir. Let's do it.
Lovely. Your first question. Which Halloween film ends with a man wearing Michael Myers' mask getting his head chopped off with an axe?
Halloween H2O 20 years later.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In Friday the 13th, Part 2, Jeff and Sandra get in trouble with the police for doing what?
Just to be safe, I'm going to go multiple.
All right, multiple choice options are A, sneaking off to Camp Blood, B, smoking marijuana, C, underage drinking, D, boating on Crystal Lake.
A.
A is correct for 1 point. In the lead. Your third question. Where specifically in the basement does Nancy's mother hide Freddy's glove in A Nightmare on Elm Street?
In the furnace.
That is correct for 2 points.
Did you like the upward motion I made?
I did. It was a very specific.
What the hell am I doing?
All right, Robert, your fourth question. In 1981's Halloween 2, Ben Tramer dresses in the same mask as Michael and is killed how while trick-or-treating?
He's run into by a police car, which explodes, and he gets set on fire.
That is correct for 2 points.
I didn't know if that was too specific, not specific enough.
We also would have accepted hit by car.
Hit by car.
Oh, okay.
But you are correct.
But that works too. All right, Robert, your final question. In A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010, what type of location does Dean kill himself in at the start of the film?
A diner.
That is correct for 2 more points. And the end of round 2, Robert gets his score up to 18, Jack with 11. Tim?
That's what I have, yep.
Great. So then with that, we will move on to round number 3, which is the betting round. Oh, so fun. Here's how the betting round will work. There will be 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player can bet between 0 and 2 points on each question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will go until someone has been mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions as we get into round number 3?
No, don't be concerned about differing colors because my marker died.
Just good to know. All right. Your first question that you can bet points on comes in the category of Disney animation.
all right, we'll go first. I would say go Gretzky with this one.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think we'll do that.
Probably the right move for here.
Yeah, I'm thinking Hereditary.
Yeah, well, yeah, that works for me.
Oh,
Good manager.
I'm good.
Good.
Get that's starting with Robert
Big fat Sarah.
and Jack.
Big old 2.
All right. The question in Disney animation. Name one of the 3 hyenas in The Lion King. Do you like this one, Tim? Do you like the movie?
This movie? Yeah, I think it's behind me somewhere.
Oh, I see it.
Do you?
No, it's too far.
Oh.
Sorry. 5, 4,
It's somewhere down here.
2.
Oh, I see it. It's down
1.
there. It's behind me.
Pens down. We'll go to Robert first.
Ed.
Okay, gotcha. And Jack.
The greatest of the hyenas, Ed.
Ed is correct. So Jack will get 2 points. Robert bet 0, so he will remain. What is the next category, Tim?
The next category, Nick, is the worlds of DC.
I'm thinking the lighthouse, Jack.
Yeah.
Up to you. I'm feeling maybe pens on this one, but how are you feeling?
I was thinking around there. Yeah, maybe pirates.
I will leave you up to that one. You still got a little bit of a lead here, so however you want to try to pull that.
Alrighty.
Good.
Get bets first, starting with Jack
2.
and Robert.
1.
Alrighty. What is the question, Tim?
The question in Worlds of DC is, in Birds of Prey, Harley gets an apartment over what type of establishment?
We will take a general answer. We didn't do the generality.
The world.
Does spelling count?
No, it does not. Because I too struggle with this. I had to ask my wife.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack first.
I spelled 2 words wrong, I'm sure. Chinese food restaurant.
And Robert.
Restaurant.
Yes, Tim?
Yeah, we're going to take both of those.
All right, we'll take both of those answers. So Robert will get 1 point. Jack will get 2.
1915.
That is what I have.
Okay.
As we get to the third question, which is in the category of regular DC.
I'm thinking Return of the King.
Yeah, that's fine.
Up to you, DC. Either fills or flyers, probably.
Yeah, I was thinking Phil's.
That's probably all right. I think that's probably the right move then. Good.
All righty. I'll get back first, starting with Robert
Uno.
and Jack.
1.
All right. The question in DC. Which DC film was directed by James McTeague? Hi, Tim.
Hey!
That's cool. I like your shelves there. They're new.
The shelves are the same. Just location is different, but
You didn't
yeah.
lacquer them or anything?
Oh, what's that?
No lacquer on the shelves? 5.
Oh, not
Repeat.
no.
All right. Robert using his first repeat. The question again. Which DC film was directed by James McTeague? Do you have some sort of rhyme or reason to how you order the Blu-rays behind you?
Alphabetical. Unless part of a series. So, like, I have the MCU all together, but it starts with
Gotcha.
Iron Man. So, Iron Man is in I, and then the rest of the MCU is next to it.
That's random.
That is right behind me. Right there.
5, 4,
What do you mean that's random?
2, 1. Pens down. I don't know. It's random. We'll get answers starting with Jack
I said red 2.
and Robert.
Interestingly, also said red too.
Both incorrect. The answer is V for Vendetta. So each betting a point, each losing a point. Jack will go down to 14. And Robert will go down to 18. Tim? Yes.
Yep, that's what I have.
All right. We'll get to the next question.
The next category is YA dystopia.
I'm thinking you got Jurassic World. Go Jurassic World.
Easy. Yeah. Easy.
Crunk.
Yeah, Kruk. Absolutely. Good.
All right. I'll get bets first, starting with Jack
2.
And Robert.
0.
Alrighty. Tim, go ahead.
All right, the question in YA Dystopia. In the Scorch trials, why does Winston shoot himself? I asked Maggie this question and she got very uncomfortable. Very blatant. Just like,
Oh yeah, no, there's no hiding it.
there's no hiding them.
That's definitely what happened.
Yeah. You do have a lot of medals, don't you?
Yeah,
Are they yours?
some of them.
Because you're not an only child, so
5, 4, 3,
siblings.
2, 1. Pens down. Some are for like gymnastics when I was like 3 or something like that. That doesn't really matter.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, we'll get answers starting with Jack
He was infected by a crank.
and Robert.
Yeah, I said he was bitten by a reaver.
So
Jack is correct.
Jack is correct. Robert is incorrect. I believe a reaver is a different thing, but Robert bet 0, so doesn't matter. Jack will gain 2 points. We now have a 2-point game. Robert in the lead with 18 to Jack 16. As we get to the final question, which is in the category of Planet of the Apes.
Endgame, Jack. Avengers Endgame.
Endgame.
Giles.
Yeah, that works. Go for it.
all right.
Alrighty. We will get bets starting with Robert
0.
and Jack.
2.
All right, so here's what's going to happen. Doesn't matter what Robert does, but should Jack hit, we will have a tie game and go to sudden death. Should Jack miss, we will have a winner in Robert. But let's see what happens. The question is, what do the telepathic humans worship as a god in Beneath the Planet of the Apes? Movie sucks. Ready? Worst Apes film.
Okay.
We've talked about this so many times.
No.
I've offended Jack. Sorry.
Not that bad.
Off. I hate it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Robert first.
Giant statue.
And Jack.
A bomb.
A bomb is correct. So, with that, the 5 questions are up. We have a tie game, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to sudden death. Here's how sudden death will work. Just like round 1, they will be asked 1 question at a time. They have 15 seconds to write the answer on their whiteboard. Pens down after 15 seconds. Turn the board around, verbalize your answer. At any point, if someone should take a lead on the other person, that person will be the winner. So, any questions as we get into sudden death, gentlemen?
No.
Nope.
All right. Your first question. All right, gentlemen, your first question in sudden death. In Friday the 13th, 2009, what is the name of Clay's sister that is taken prisoner by Jason?
I like this movie.
It's yeah. I mean, it's scary, so I don't like it, but, you know, I can appreciate it for whatever.
It's not that scary.
It's pretty scary. Never mind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Robert first.
Anna.
And Jack.
I had no idea. I wrote Emily.
Both incorrect. The correct answer is Whitney. So we will move on to the next question in sudden death. Tim.
Next question. In Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, Sarek tells Kirk that Spock's what transferred into McCoy?
This is tense, Tim.
It is our first sudden death of the season, I believe.
Maybe.
It is.
Well,
Well,
I don't know.
filming wise, there might have been one beforehand. but-
There you go. 5,
Thank you, Koho. I'm aware.
1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack first.
Spirit.
And Robert.
Katra.
I'm going to say those are both correct. We did not ask for the specific Vulcan term, but Katra is the term for living spirit. So those are both correct. Which means we're still tied, and continuing on in sudden death we go. The next question. What is Odin's father's name in the Thor series?
I'm sweating.
I'm sweating too. It's hot. And also, this is tense.
Yeah.
And I ate a big meal before this, so.
Me too.
5, 4, 3,
Repeat, please.
2. All right. Jack using his first repeat, I believe.
Yep.
The question again, what is Odin's father's name in the Thor series? I don't even want to say anything.
Yeah, me either. I'm afraid.
Thor.
Thinking of jokes to make, but they're gonna.
No, it's not a joking time, Tim. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Robert first.
Boar.
And Jack.
Does it count if I put an E at the end where I shouldn't have? I said boar.
It does count because it sounds the same. Boar is correct. So we're still going. Each player at 20. As we get into the next question, Tim.
Your next question. Who composed the score for Divergent?
You forgot to say the masterpiece.
I mean, meh.
It'd be like a really good pilot to a TV show. Because it's a really bad movie. So
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, that's fair.
it'd be better as something else. 5, 4,
Wait for a second.
3,
What are you talking about?
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack first.
Thank goodness I have an issue making letterbox lists. I think it's Junkie XL.
And Robert.
I said Junkie XL.
Junkie XL is correct, and away we go.
Oh, damn it.
Heading for some records here. All right, gentlemen, tied at 21. The next question in sudden death. In Batman Begins, what does Gordon give Batman at the end of the film that Batman says he will look into?
I love sudden death, and I also hate sudden death.
I know it's scary. I don't like it.
I hate it.
I went to sudden death twice in Full Metal Geek this season. I'm
5,
not a fan.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Robert.
Joker card.
Jack.
A Joker card.
Joker card is correct. Away we go.
All right, guys, the next question. In Man of Steel, how does Lois escape from Zod's ship, the Black Zero?
Five.
Repeat the question.
All right, Jack using his second repeat.
In Man of Steel, how does Lois escape from Zod's ship, the Black Zero? I've just stopped keeping score on my board because
I got
you. You're keeping track.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Robert first.
I said with help from Jor-El to get to escape pod.
And Jack.
I was hoping he was wrong. I put a big old question mark because I couldn't think of anything.
And your winner, Robert Castner. The correct answer was an escape pod. Jor-El helping her get to an escape pod. So, boy, Tim, if every round one match is like this, we have some heart doctors to see.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Thoughts on the match, Tim?
Great match. It kind of looked like Jack might have been out of it. He wasn't super excited about his round 2 spin, but he came back to play in the betting round, and it paid off for him. making it to sudden death. This was a very close game. We said it at the beginning. Both these guys know their stuff. I think Jack proved he still belongs in Fandom Fights even after a year off. This was a great match.
I couldn't agree more. Let's start by talking to our unfortunate loser today, but Jack, hell of a match. Match of the year contender thus far, I would have to believe. Several questions into sudden death. How you guys doing?
Jack is a beast.
Exhausted.
Jack, like I gotta say, before this tournament, we had a couple of betting rounds where we did the right thing in those situations and still lost. It just felt nice to have a betting round where we played a good betting round and Jack was nailing it. And even though it's a sudden death, Jack kept it alive in sudden death for so long. I'm proud of Jack. For a year off, this was a great homecoming game. I'm so excited to see what he does next. This was a great match. Robert played good. I am excited to see what Robert does in round 2 of this tournament against who he might play. But I'm ecstatic for Jack's performance today.
Yeah, I'm. Oh, frick! Wow, that was a good match. I'm sad to say that I lost today, but hey, I think I played well, and I just it was a good match. So good job to Robert. Congratulations. Can't wait to see what happens next for me. Hopefully, I have another match coming up soon enough.
Great. I don't know if we can promise anything right now if things are scheduled beyond the tournament, but I can personally say I would love to see you back. I think especially after like a full year off, you did not disappoint, sir. So well done. We'll see you both real soon as we talk to our winner today, Robert Castner and Fun DMC. Hell of a match, guys. Moving on to round 2. How's it feel?
You want to go, Anthony, or you want me to go? So I left some points on the board. I was thinking about the Toy Story 2. I was like, who's the one who turns the wheel? I just couldn't picture it. And then A New Beginning I thought was going to haunt me. When we got to betting, I should have bet 1 on Disney Animation. I thought about it, and considering what the question was, would have been fine. And then I should have bet 0 on DC, like I was thinking. So I'm usually pretty good at betting, and I screwed betting up. And I just didn't get categories I was hoping for. I'm really glad I did not blow that 7-point lead. That's what I will say. I can play better. I know I will play better. Glad we're going to round 2.
I mean, you played fantastic. There will be a point in time. This is my second time doing this fandom stuff. I'm trying to get better at the betting round because it is a difficult thing to do to plan it out, especially with a lead. I feel like it's even harder if you have a lead going into round 3 because you got to play it really, really intense. But you answered a ridiculous amount of questions. You did an awesome job. You got the steals you needed. You went so far into overtime. I'm sitting back here just shaking in the background like, good God, why does this keep happening between us and the Kingsmen where these matches go to the very end and are insane? But you played fantastic. You did great. You never lost it even when you tied it up in round 3. You kept going through that overtime, doing everything you needed to do. Jack played great, obviously. He came in and did a really good job. And
Impressed.
He made the right bets in round 3. And once we start getting that betting round a little more figured out, it's going to be really hard to stop, especially Robert here. It's going to be really hard to stop him.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I guess my last question for you guys is there anyone you're looking to see in the tournament? Now you're moving on. Is there anyone you're hoping to run into?
Anybody who I can match wits with who won't stomp me into oblivion. We'll say that.
That's fair.
Not someone on our faction.
That too would be nice.
Yeah, just that. Those are the 2 big things.
All right. Well, sounds good. Gentlemen, congratulations on a match well played. We will see you in round 2. Tim, some final thoughts on the match.
Yeah, great match. This is peek behind the curtain. First one of the tournament we're shooting, but a few matches in, and it was a great match to start off filming with in this opening weekend of tournament matches. So I'm very happy. I think this was just a good time all around. I'm glad everyone seems to be in high spirits because they deserve to be. It was a great match.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for being here for another episode of Fandom Fights in our Summer Series tournament. That has been Tim. I've been Nick. Robert and Jack, Koho, and Anthony have all been here as well. We'll see you next time for another exciting match.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.